Hello everyone, my name is John. Today I will tell you how to set up integration to transfer new leads from Google Lead Form to Google Calendar. This is necessary to automatically transfer new leads from Google Lead Form to other systems. For example, in Google Calendar you can create new events. Now let's move on to the setup. First, you need to create a new connection. Next, select the data source system, Google Lead Form. Next, select the action, Get Leads, New. At this stage, you need to create a virtual Google Lead Form account in the ApiX-Drive system. In this window we can give it a name or just click Continue. When the connected account appears in the list, select it. Now you see the URL for receiving data. It is to this URL that new data from the Google Lead Form will be sent. In order to continue setting up, copy the URL and go to your personal account Google Lead Form. Next, go to the Assets section and select Lead Form. Let's go to the settings of the lead form for which we want to receive new leads. Find the item Other Data Integration options. Paste the copied URL. Copy the last part of the URL and paste it into the key field. After this, you need to send test data to the specified URL. To do this, click Send Test Data. After successful submission, save the changes and return to your personal account ApiX-Drive. At this stage you can set up a data filter. In this case there is no need for this, so click Continue. Now, you see the data we just generated. If there is no data at this stage, try the steps that were described earlier. If you are satisfied with everything, click Continue. This completes the Google Lead Form data source setup successfully. Now you need to go to the data destination setting. Choose the system, Google Calendar. Next you need to select an action, Create Event. At this stage you need to connect your Google Calendar account to the ApiX-Drive system. In this window you need to specify the login and password of your Google account. Be sure to check all access boxes. When the connected account appears in the list of active accounts, select it and click Continue. At this point you see Google Calendar fields for creating new events. First, select a calendar. Next, you can assign variables from Google Lead Form to Google Calendar fields. In order to do this, click in the field and select a variable from the drop-down list. Please note that you can use not only variables from the drop-down list, but also enter data manually. To go to a new line, use Enter. When all required fields are filled in, click Continue. At this point, you see an example of the data that will be sent to Google Calendar as new events for each new lead from the Google Lead Form. If you are not satisfied with something, click Edit and you will go back a step. In order to check the correctness of the settings, click Send Test Data to Google Calendar. After successful sending, go to Google Calendar and check the result. If you are satisfied with everything, return to the ApiX-Drive system and continue setting up. At this point, setting up Google Calendar as a data destination has been successfully completed. Now you need to enable auto-update and select an update interval, for example, once every 5 minutes. That's all. I wish you successful integration settings and good luck.